Hello, my name is Nolan. Elementary school is an experience I will never forget. In my opinion, Indian Valley was the foundation of my education. And through the 6 years at Indian Valley, the teachers and I have combined to make a strong foundation. Indian Valley Elementary School has left a mark in my life that will never be erased. I've had 6 joyous years at Indian Valley, and it's a shame I can't share about all of them. But I hope to take you through my favorite years at school. To me, school really started in 2nd grade. 2nd grade was the year that my brain just clicked. It started actually processing the endless amount of information fed to me. I have to thank Mrs. Babbitt's fun and exciting ways that started my sturdy foundation. I will never forget Mrs. Babbitt in room 15 and how it changed my life for the better. One of my fondest memories of 2nd grade was the time I found that glistening golden ticket taped to the bottom of Mrs. Babbitt's chair. My heart jumped as I wrenched the ticket off the chair and jumped up screaming, "I found it! I found it! I found the golden ticket!" I now laugh at how excited I was to find the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ticket, and how my hands trembled as I took that pristine white pouch filled with piles upon piles of chocolate. But it was an unforgettable moment, and one I will savor for the rest of my life. Not long after I found that treasured golden ticket, another thing happened to me. This thing now rests on my countertop, and I will cherish it forever because of the great memories created because of it. This thing was my whale report plate, where we painted our whale on a plate. I remember the Color Me Mine employees come in their bright yellow jackets and hand out the brittle plates. I remember the bright orange sponges we dipped in the light blue paint for the sky and white for the clouds. I remember scooping up the cold gray and blue paint with my fingers and pasting the plate with the colors. But I mostly remember when I painted my sperm gland, delicately brushing the plate. This is an exciting moment I will remember forever. If I could travel back to a grade, it would be to the 2nd grade. I will always think of room 15 and all the happy times I've spent there. A year that stood out to me was 4th grade. It was the year that I learned the most in books. I will remember Mrs. Santos for the great role she played in my life. A vivid memory I have of 4th grade is when we traveled to Oakland to see the Peking acrobats from China. This field trip was one of my favorites ever. We went into a large, dimly lit auditorium, and immediately we heard Chinese music. It sounded like a flowing river weaving through a meadow. Then came the people. There were strong men standing on each other's heads, ballerinas doing intricate dances weaving in and out of each other, young boys did flips across the stage, and umbrella dancers were twirling and spinning about. Then came my favorite part, the Chinese dragon. The dragon twisted and spun. The yellow and red skin danced upon the dragon. The big black eyes stared at you. The dragon's jumping mesmerized the eye. I was amazed, and I will never forget this moment. 4th grade was an amazing year that I will cherish forever. My final year at Indian Valley was the most memorable. 5th grade was a fun but challenging experience. I didn't have any friends from 4th grade in my class, but I made a few. Also, the schoolwork was a perfect balance, not too hard and not too easy. I loved all the projects we did. This year is one that will live with me for the rest of my life. My greatest memory of Indian Valley was environmental camp in Pescadero.
Oh, Pescadero!
I loved the idea of being away from home for a few weeks, and it also was combined with the outdoors and redwoods. It was almost overwhelming. My favorite part of environmental camp was the Redwood Family Circle. The fresh scent of pine and dirt was amazing, and the red hue of the worn trees was phenomenal. This time is one of those special times where you take a mental picture of it and you cherish that image forever. The sensational trait about Mrs. Douglas is that she always seems to be assigning entertaining projects like Discovery, the simulation of Europeans settling America. But my favorite was Revolutionary Replica, where we made a human-sized person from the American Revolution and introduced him to the class. My person was John Paul Jones. I love being on my hands and knees with my mom, gluing and taping and sewing. This is an experience that will never be forgotten. Now I say farewell to this wonderful school that has helped me so much building my educational foundation. It is a bittersweet farewell. I am happy that I have accomplished so much and will be moving on to WCI. But I also miss things too. I will miss playing games at recess. I will miss Mrs. Babbitt's energetic ways, Mrs. Santos' fun and playful personality, and I will miss Mrs. Gomez's exciting types of teaching. But most of all, I miss the homey feeling of Indian Valley. Indian Valley has always treated me well, and I hope to carry on this tradition. Indian Valley has always believed that I could succeed, and they try their hardest to make it come true. And finally, Indian Valley has succeeded. They have succeeded in making my whole class of 2011 successful, and I thank Indian Valley. So goodbye. I am now moving on to the uncharted lands of WCI, where I hope to be as successful as Indian Valley may be. Thank you, Indian Valley, and goodbye.